Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So basically, my reaction to the Kendrick Lamar thing on the video, and what people fail to realize is Kendrick Lamar is probably one of the most artistic MCs that we have of this generation. Like Kendrick's not afraid to push the envelope. Like he'll try new things. Like the album Damn, everybody condemned that. Damn to me wasn't really that bad of an album. It was okay, but it wasn't like the greatest. But it's just people try to say, oh, Kendrick is overrated and this and that. And it's like Kendrick's not overrated. Kendrick is just different. He's not the same as everybody. Now, from what I've seen or what I saw from the video, Kendrick basically was he basically was going through the history of some of our prominent people in the black community or in black history. Um he's I believe he started with OJ, if I'm not mistaken. Um he had he went from OJ to Kanye West to Will Smith to Juicy Smollett to Kobe Bryant and to Nipsey. And he basically was showing different sides of our society and how we're depicted as black men. Very deep meaning behind what he was saying. Kendrick has always been a guy to go left field. He basically gave tribute to Kobe and Nipsey in those verses he was spitting. He basically was talking about the legend that they created while they were here. And now that they're gone, it shows how far they have, how far their legend continues to grow. You know, he paid tribute to all these guys, OJ, Will, Kanye, especially with the OJ, Kanye, and the Will Smith part. It showed, and Juicy, it showed the bad side of us and the flawed side of us. And then it went into Kobe and Nipsey, how both, while everybody really he talked about was flawed, they were very flawed while they were here, but at the same time, they created a legacy. You had some people probably didn't like it because Will Smith, the incident that happened. But at the end of the day, Will Smith is a man who was a prisoner, of his own image, of his image. Kanye's a person who's a prisoner of his image, but Kanye really don't care. Juicy lied to basically push a narrative that people didn't like him or attacked him because he was gay. And then he also tried to say he was the gay Tupac, which was the most ludicrous thing that I've ever heard. But the Heart Part 5 shows you different versions, but what people wasn't paying attention to is how lyrical he was. Like he was very lyrical. you know, the lyricism that he brought, the lyricism that he showed. The lyricism that he showed. And he showed the flow and showed how he can go from here to this level, how he was able to switch things. So this is basically how it is. So that's what people do. They look at it and they basically don't pay homage to how lyrical that Kendrick has been. And Kendrick, he's been gone for a long time. And the reason he's been gone for a long time is, because of contract disputes with his label. But him coming back showing this depiction of the black men that are flawed, but at the same time are our heroes, people we look at. But in my opinion, those guys he showed, they weren't my heroes. I never really looked at, Will Smith and all of them as a hero and stuff. I just looked at them as somebody who, was good at what they did. Will Smith to me has always been an overrated actor. I gave him mostly an average actor. I believe he's a C minus type of actor. OJ Simpson was to me one of the greatest, if not greatest, running backs of all time. He's in my top 5 of greatest running backs. Kanye West, as far as a genius and artist, him and Kendrick are the same. They're both Geminis, so they're both always in confliction with themselves. They're both out of the box. Tupac was the same way. Tupac, Kendrick, and Kanye are more of the same because they were more artistic. They never focused on trying to have the greatest bars in the world. They just were trendsetters. Now, if we go lyrical, like bar for bar, I mean, Kendrick could beat Pac and Kanye. If it's bar for bar, like I give you the mic, I want you to spit and go. Oh, Kendrick's getting them. But if we're talking about making music and making songs, I've always had the order Tupac, Kanye, and Kendrick. If we're talking about an artist and making songs, Tupac was better than all of them. That's period. So when you see this, you just see Kendrick tapping into his own. The video just showed the different faces or different influences that made who Kendrick is from what I've seen. Then he showed tribute to Kobe Bryant and Nipsey at the end, which was big. Kobe Bryant, what people fail to realize, Kobe Bryant is those kids' Michael Jordan. He's the LA Lakers. He's the current greatest Laker of all time. Before him, it was Magic. Everybody loved to try to say, well, it's Magic in my... Well, in your day, it was Magic. But to these kids and to the younger folk, Kobe Bryant is the greatest of all time. That's just period. You know, you can't get upset with that. You know, it's like these kids who say LeBron's the greatest because they haven't seen nothing else. They didn't get to see Magic and all of these guys, or Oscar Robertson or Bill Russell. In music, people would say Kendrick is probably the best. Kendrick attracts to the young folks, the older heads, the mid-age guys. You know, he's universal. You know, everybody loves Kendrick. Drake is more towards the women. The women are mostly who Drake attracts. That's why Drake has been successful for so long, because women from all genres love Drake. Kendrick is loved by everybody. Men, women, kids, everybody relates to Kendrick more. But the video, man, the song in the video, y'all can say I'm prisoner of the moment. I'll give it 5 mics out of 5 mics. Deep meaning. Kendrick is back in his bag. I can't wait for the album. I believe the album's going to be a classic, most likely. But let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you can donate to the page by going to the Cash App and just hitting that link. You guys can donate whatever you like. Also, the super thanks button works and the super chat button works, so you guys can hit that up. So thank you guys for listening. We out. Deezy.